Good evening, everybody. We're going to start. I want to start by thanking Rabbi David, together with the other communities and common organizations, for your partnership in tonight. This kicks off for Garden Shul, their Festival of Learning, over the next few days. So thank you very much. Great to have you as a part of it, and it's really very special to welcome back Rabbi David Stav. Speaking on Rosh Hashana, is the new year getting old? A peculiar mission, a mission from the Torah, puts the holidays in perspective. Rabbi Stav, I assume that most of you either know him personally or by reputation. Rabbi Stav is one of the most important, even welcome. Rabbi Stav is one of the most important leaders in the Jewish world, particularly in the religious world in Israel today, doing incredibly important work. And to give you an illustration, as the chairman of Tzohar, one of the great organizations in Israel, so speaking to somebody, and they asked me, who's Rabbi Stav? So there was a few people around, so I said, well, he's the chief rabbi of the city of Shoham, and he's the chairman of Tzohar. They said to me, Tzohar is much more important than being the chief rabbi. Now, an organization, a position that can be much more important than being the chief rabbi of a city of tens of thousands of Jews, really gives you an indication of the kind of work and the quality of work that Rabbi Stav does. You all know that he is one of my heroes, and somebody that I really go to for advice and answers, and it really is a privilege to live with him. So once again, welcome. Thank you, Rabbi Stav.
Thank you very much. Sound very warm introduction. Let's start. You know, the mystery. Mystery because of many reasons. First of all, the beginning of the year is not mentioned even once in the Torah, neither in the Bible. The word Rosh Hashana does not appear. But actually, it could not appear because of two reasons. Well, first of all, it doesn't happen. Furthermore than that, it happens to fall on the first of the 7th month. So if you will try to look, what is the point in the year which is the opposite of the beginning of the year? It's the first of the 7th month, because it's exactly in the middle. I mean, if it falls on the first month, the second month, but at least it's close to the beginning of the year. But once it falls on the beginning of the 7th, and that's exactly what the Torah is saying, B'chodesh hashvi'i, be'echad lachodesh. So this date could be everything but the beginning of the year, because it falls in the middle of the year. But not only that, the Torah itself maintains that Rosh Hashana is not the beginning of the year. How could I prove that? Very simple. Because the Torah says, when it describes the holiday of Sukkot, it says the following: the Chag HaAsif, the holiday of collecting all the fruit, all the fruits from the vineyards or from other places. V'chag ha'asif betzet hashana. Betzet hashana, the literal translation, at the close of the year. So the Torah says very, very clearly that at Sukkot is the close of the year, which means that the beginning of the new year, the Torah perspective, is somewhere after Sukkot. But it's definitely not in the first day of the 7th month, which is Rosh Hashana. So it's not only that the name Rosh Hashana is not mentioned, but the Torah says by itself that this is not the day, this is not the holiday of Rosh Hashana. Actually, the name Rosh Hashana appears only in the Mishnah, which is only 1800 years ago. Almost 1600 years after the Torah was given to us. Our sages called this holiday, gave the name Rosh Hashana when the Torah doesn't refer to this as the beginning of it. First question. Second question. I guess, and if not all of you, most of you know already exactly if they invite people for the meals of Rosh Hashana, which will fall in 10 days, or they are invited to other people to eat with them the meals of the holiday. I guess the cantors know in advance already who's going to daven Shacharit, who's going to daven Musaf. And I guess everybody knows when Rosh Hashana is going to fall. It's going to happen next Sunday night, not coming, but the next Sunday night. And you know, that's the case by us. But that was not the case in the time of the Torah and in the time of the Mishnah. Because I would like to accompany a family which is going to prepare themselves for Rosh Hashana. So we go to this family next Sunday morning, not the coming, but the next Sunday morning, which is the 29th day of Elul. And the wife asks her husband, did you invite this and this family to come to a meal tonight for dinner for the holiday of Rosh Hashana? So the answer will give her, I can't invite them because I don't know if tonight will be Rosh Hashana. I have no clue if tonight is Rosh Hashana or not. Why? Because in the time, in previous times, the rabbis, the rabbinic judges that sat in Jerusalem, had to see whether the moon appeared or did not appear. And then to sanctify the day and to decide that it's Rosh Chodesh, and as a result of that, it's Rosh Hashana. But most of the time, they couldn't tell in advance whether it would be on Sunday night. Maybe it will be cloudy, and the two witnesses will not show up. Maybe the Romans will not let witnesses to arrive to Jerusalem. They didn't have a clue. So most of the Jews, not most of the Jews, all they didn't know Sunday afternoon, but even Sunday night. They didn't know if to make Kiddush and to daven and to say Amelech HaKadosh in the davening and to say Shana Tova. And Monday morning, they didn't know if to blow the shofar or not to blow the shofar. In the temple, they didn't know if to bring sacrifices, special sacrifices for the holiday or not. In many times, the Mishnah describes that the witnesses arrived late in the afternoon. And then the Beis Din had to decide whether it's Rosh Chodesh, Monday is Rosh Hashana, or to postpone it to Tuesday. Now this occurred every year. But it doesn't occur accidentally. It's by definition will happen every year. Because every year the holiday of Rosh Hashanah falls in the first day of the month, which is impossible in our system. Compare this to Pesach, or to Yom Kippur, or to Sukkot. It's very easy because the rabbis decided on the first day whether it's a long month or a short month, whether it has 29 or 30 days. And then they had 2 weeks to spread the news, whether it was a long month of 30 days or only 29 days. They had 2 weeks to share it with all the people. But once it falls on the first day of the month, it's impossible to share with the people whether the holiday arrived or didn't. Now, Rebbeinu Shalom knew that this is his system. So how come he created such a holiday that will fall in a way that you will never know how to maneuver it, how to run, how to handle it. As a result of that, the rabbis decided later on to make every Rosh Hashana 2 days, even in Eretz Israel, not only in the diaspora. But we have to ask ourselves, how come Ribono Shel Olam, God, commanded such a holiday that he could know in advance that it wouldn't work out? I mean, it's impossible to celebrate 1 day of Rosh Hashanah because nobody will know that the holiday has begun until the holiday will be over, which is something which is impossible. What's going on? Now, if you think that I'm the first one to raise this question, I'm not. Our sages have explained the verse that we always recite in Rosh Hashanah. They explain this verse as referring to Rosh Hashanah. And what does this verse say? Tik'u b'chodesh shofar. You should blow up the shofar. Tik'u b'chodesh, in the head, in the beginning of the month. B'keseh leyom chagenu. The word b'keseh is not an Hebrew. It's something that has no meaning. So the rabbis explain what does it mean b'keseh. What is the holiday that is covered, that nobody knows when it falls? That's Rosh Hashanah. And that's how they understood that there is a mitzvah to blow a shofar in Rosh Hashanah. Because the second mystery of Rosh Hashanah, that the word shofar is not mentioned. There's not even a hint in the Torah that we have to blow a shofar. Just Yom Teruah, who says that it's with shofar. You can make Teruah with chatzotzah. How do you say chatzotzah? Trumpet. You can make Teruah with clarinet. How do you say clarinet? Clarinet, etc., etc. So who says it's true? It's not written in the Torah. It's a psalm. It's a verse in Psalms. Tik'u b'chodesh shofar, that gave the rabbis the hint that when the Torah was saying Teruah, it meant shofar. So why did the Torah has to wait until David HaMelech will write this in Psalms? He couldn't write that we should blow shofar. Now, if you allow me, I want to continue. Next Shabbat, not this Shabbat, is called Shabbat Mevachim, right? The Shabbos before Rosh Chodesh is we're always blessed the new month. We announce on the Bima, Rosh Chodesh will fall in this and this day, and if it has 2 days, we'll mention it's 2 days, and then we make a very special pray for to wish all of us a good month, health, etc., etc. Next week, Shabbat Mevachim, but we will not make this announcement. Actually, share with you an anecdote. I have in one of my communities in Shoham, city in the Rabbi Hub, I have one of the communities that is a bit far from my house. So I go there only once a month. And the custom is to go, we don't have to talk before that Shabbat because the custom is that I go every Shabbat. So the Shabbos before Rosh Hashana, they didn't go. They didn't know if I'm coming or I'm not coming. Because on one hand, it's the Shabbat before Rosh Chodesh. On the second hand, there is no Mevach because we don't announce nothing. Now, why don't we make the special prayer of Mevach? Why don't we do that next week? Next Shabbat, not this coming Shabbat, next week. To confuse the devil. We don't want the devil to know that Rosh Hashanah is arriving. So how do we want to confuse it, to mess it up? We will not announce what we assume that he comes to shore. That he will get confused when he is expecting the announcement of Rosh Hashana. Then, when the Chazan will start with the Tfilah L'Shlom HaMedina and with the prayer for the soldiers of the IDF and for the country and for the government, and it will skip the prayer for Rosh Hashana, so we will get confused. Well, this devil must be a bit stupid. I mean, he doesn't read the papers. He didn't know when Shabbos. He knows when Shabbos is coming. He knows to come to exactly to the davening, but he doesn't know to see the calendar and to see what's the date exactly. I mean, who are we fooling by saying that we want to confuse the devil? What do you mean? We don't want him to know that Rosh Hashana is coming. And if we don't want him to know, so maybe we should do a few other things in order to make him not appearing not only in Rosh Hashana. You'll never find it not in Yom Kippur or Sukkot that we want to confuse the devil. What happens in Rosh Hashana if we want to confuse him? And if you think that this issue of confusing the devil appears only once in Rosh Hashana, let's go to Sunday. Sunday morning, next Sunday morning, one of our customs, very, very famous custom, that we blow in the shofar every day after Shacharit. We say the very special chapter of Psalms, Rabbi David Stav, before we recite the verses of the Psalms. Next Sunday we will not do that. The rabbis explain why we don't do that, because we want to confuse the devil. He will think that the blowing is over. He will not show up on Monday in Rosh Hashana. So that's how we will confuse him. Which means actually that what we tried to do on Saturday by not announcing didn't work. So we try again on Sunday morning by not blowing the shofar. So okay, so you say these are customs, and you don't have to refer to this in such a strict manner. This is not the essence of the Jewish life. Let's continue to the next one. The Gemara says the following. It's a Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashana. Why do we blow the shofar? That's what the Gemara asks. So the Gemara answers, what do you mean, why do we blow the shofar? We blow the shofar because God has commanded in the Torah to blow shofar. So that's why we blow. So the Gemara says that was not my question. The question was not why do we blow shofar. The question is, why do we blow the shofar twice? It's what we call Tkiot de Meyushav and Tkiot de Meumat. We blow twice. Right after Kriyat Torah, after the Torah reading, the counter and the blower will stand here, near the bottom, I guess, and they will recite the Lamnatseach Libnei Korach Mizmor, chapter 47 in the Psalms, and then they will blow 30 voices in the first. Actually, the Sfardim are sitting in this kill, only the blower is standing. So these are called Tkiot de Meyushav. The second series of blowing will come the repetition of the prayer. So the Gemara asks, why do we blow the shofar twice? The Torah commanded to blow it once. Why do we blow it twice? And the Gemara answers, now this is a Gemara. That's not a rabbi in the 16th century or in the 18th century in Poland or elsewhere. This is already the Gemara, the oral Torah that was given to us thousands of years ago. The Gemara answers, because we want to confuse the devil. Why do we blow twice? Because we want to confuse him. Again, we tried to confuse him on Saturday, not much of success. We tried to confuse him on Sunday, again, we failed. And now we are confusing again. We couldn't make it. Gemara says, if he obeyed because he didn't observe the mitzvah, the Gemara says, doesn't say this. The Gemara says, because for this guy, the devil was not confused, was not mixed up. We should be punished. It doesn't mean about shofar. Somebody, when the temple was existing, if somebody didn't bring the sacrifice of Pesach, he would have been punished by God. It's not mentioned about shofar. And yet, there isn't even one place in the oral Torah that will say the same rule. If you didn't observe this mitzvah, well, the year will end badly. Why? Because you didn't manage to confuse the devil. What's going on? Who is that devil that we try to confuse him? And why is it connected to Rosh Hashana? And how do we sum all these questions together? So that's the introduction to the shiur. So now I have another 15 minutes. Or something. 15. Okay. First of all, I want to share with you a story. The story is brought in one way in the Shoham. But there was a very famous Jewish Israeli author that brought this story in his book. His name is Shai Agnon. I guess most of you are familiar with this. He wrote a beautiful book which is called The Amino Story. And that's one of the amazing stories. But this story is not only a story, that is brought by the rabbis as a halakha, as something that we should learn from this story. The story was the following. There was a rabbi, his name was Meglin, Rabbeinu Meglin, one of the Ashkenazi rabbis 600-700 years ago in Germany. And this rabbi, Rosh Hashana arrived and he asked, are the best in the community for the shofar? It's a kind of frustration or disappointment. So the story continues that the rabbi, this Rav Meglin, took the shofar and he tuned the shofar up and down a few times. And then upside down, and then he gave it to the bazooka, to whoever, one of these three, and he said to him, now blow. And he blew, but no, without any problems. So everybody was amazed, what's going on here? I mean, what did the rabbi do? What magic did the rabbi do in order to make the blower being able to blow? What did he do? So they asked him, rabbi, what did you do? And he said, I did nothing, just the devil was there and to turn him upside down. What do you mean the devil was there and to turn him upside down? What did you mean? The Rambam says the following. The Rambam says, usually, we are not supposed to obey to the mitzvot because of reasons. We obey to the mitzvot because we trust that whatever Hashem tells us to do is the right thing to do. So therefore, he tries not to give any rational reasons to the mitzvot in the halachic aspect. He has a philosophical book, Moreh Nevuchim, which he explains many reasons, gives a lot of reasons for the mitzvah. But in the halachot, where he writes what we should do and what we should not do, he tries not to give any explanations, any reasons to mitzvah. And then he says, although, that's my custom, and although we have to obey to the commands of Hashem without any questions, what is the reasons? What are the reasons for this mitzvah? Yet, I want to give you a hint about shofar. By the way, he doesn't write this hint in the halachot of shofar. He writes this hint in the halachot of tshuva. And then he writes the following. There is a verse. Uru, uru. The purpose of the shofar is to fulfill the idea of uru, uru, yeshenim mitardem atzem. Wake up, those who fall or fell asleep. It's very interesting. I must add it to you. Still another minute. There is no verse that says uru, uru, yeshenim mitardem. So, what are the less important things? I guess work, education, but the most important thing is family. Then we would have asked, okay, if that's the case, what's the proportion of time that you dedicate to family, and what part of the time you dedicate to others? So I guess the answer will not fit to the way we really believe is the priority of the values. That's exactly what the problem is. To most of us, despite the fact that if we would have been asked what is the prioritization of values, we would definitely answer that the eternal values are much more important than the temporary values. I was told once by one of my friends that I never heard of a person that said at the end of his life, well, I dedicated too much time to my kids. I never heard such a thing. I did hear the opposite. So, what the Rambam is saying is the following. We, as human beings, we live in two levels. There is one level which defines what are the eternal values that we believe in. But there is another level, which is a practical life, which many times competes with the vision or with the values that we really believe that are more important. The temporary, the current, many times defeats the eternal. I will give another example. I guess the Israelis, I understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, and the non-Israelis have their own example. If I try to give a shiur in my community on Thursday night at 9 o'clock at night, I must be crazy. And all my congregants will tell me that, because that's exactly the time when Maccabi Tel Aviv is playing in the Champions League football, and it's kind of taking the risk that is not necessary for nothing. I mean, you know that nobody will come to your class while these games are. It's a holiday that if we would have known in advance that we are controlling the time and the current is not controlling us. What Reb Meglin wanted to teach his experts that came to the shofar and they said to themselves, we are the experts. Most probably they referred to the shofar as they were members in orchestra. They just have to use the right tune and the right voice. But that's not the shofar. You cannot come to the shofar with this faith or with this confidence that it's just and when he said to them, I had to turn it upside down because the devil was here. The devil means, if you look, devil is the control, is the temple. The devil is representing the time. By the way, if you count the letters of the word Satan in Hebrew, you know, every this shofar as another ritual. It's not. If you don't understand that we have to turn ourselves upside down, it means that the devil still exists. When we don't want to bless the month, we don't want to say on Shabbat, Rosh Hashana is Monday, because that's not the issue. It's, if we would have published, if we would have said in advance, Rosh Hashana is falling on Monday, it would have meant that it's another day in the calendar. And that's exactly what we don't want. It's not another day in the calendar. It doesn't exist in the calendar. As a matter of fact, we don't know when it falls. And it has been done purposely so that people understand that they have to start again without knowing, without putting this holiday under the infrastructure of time, under the network of time. It's not another day in the calendar. It's the beginning of a new. You know, in Hebrew, the word Shana has two meanings. Rosh Hashana. Shana means, well, you know, Shana is year, but that's the noun. But the verb, Shin Nun Hei, has two different and almost contradicting meanings. The word The verb shana in Hebrew means to repeat, like Mishneh Torah. The name of Sefer Dvarim is Mishneh Torah. Lishnot, it means say it again and again and again. That's the verb shana. But the word shana, the verb shana, has another meaning. And that means leshanot. Now the question is, how will look our Rosh Hashana? Will it be again? Will we repeat ourselves in the same customs, in the same manners, in the same behaviors? Or will it become something different? Are we going to change it? That's exactly the purpose of Torah by not mentioning the name of the day. It's not, as the Torah called this holiday Rosh Hashana, it would have missed it. It's not Rosh Hashana. It's we made it Rosh Hashana. We understand that this is the day we begin. Now, I want to recommend, I've seen this today afternoon, a book, Parasha B'Ktana, and I've read it. And I wanted to read what's written in Parashat Kitavo. So it's a beautiful idea that I've seen, that says the following. You know, there is a habit that this week's portion, Parashat Kitavo, will always be read before Rosh Hashana. Why? Like Mora says, Tichle Shana v'Kililoteh. We want to leave the curses behind us. So, this is a very interesting question. We want to leave the curses behind. This week's portion is not only curses, it's curses and blessings. If we will do the right thing, take the decision that will change his behavior, his lifestyle, and will begin a new era in his life. I want to wish you all Shana Tova and Gemar Chazana Tova.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Rabbi Stav, and thank you again, Rabbi Feldman and Garden Shul, Rabbi Ben Schloss, and the Sephardi Hebrew congregation, the Yeshiva of Cape Town, you Bacharim, the Yeshiva of Cape Town. Great to have you here, and once again, the various partner organizations, and of course, Rabbi Stav, giving of your time and your knowledge to us. We've got refreshments in the hall. Please stay with us for a few minutes, and I think Rabbi Stav will be around for some questions if people have time. So, there you go.